Okay, I think we're live. Good morning. Empire. I'm late. We never got to the tippy top of that. But anyway, okay. I'm behind off the get-go here. Time flies. Sue Pitchford, Ron Gerstein, Florian Schwartz, Jerome Land, Stephen Friedman, Sally Scipio. Ron is here. We're on TV, that is. Since there's two Rons. Lee, Bear in the Garden. Gerard Sudan. Ron Gerstein, doing all right. How are you? Twisted Metal, Natalie, Bear in the Garden on both platforms. After this, I don't know if he was supposed to do that. Anyway. Okay. Strawberry Fields is here. Good morning. Victoria Morrison, Steve Parker. Quinton Namath. Sounds like C is having lunch. Nobody, good morning to you. Good night, nobody. Good night, moon. Isn't it? Is that one of the lines in it? Good night, nobody. I don't remember. It's been a while. I used to have that whole book memorized. Read it every night. Hunger Games live streaming. Oh boy. Do we still have the experience points? What was I up to? Jeffrey Wu, Paul McNeely, Lynn Graham, Con Burness, Jared Rollins, Bob Kelly. Did I miss William D'Angelo? Hello. Timothy Warman, good morning. That's that weird Christmas shops that somehow became year-round and just became K-Town shopping court. But each of the stands is pretty much the same kind of stuff they would have during Christmas time? I don't know. Andrew Horton, good morning. I gotta pick up my pace. Adrian Escaleta, hello. Short guy, it is nice. The temperature's been cooler. I still refuse to wear a jacket. It's the end of May, so I have not been wearing one the last 2 days. I'm not wearing one today. Alan Keenan, good morning. Hank P, good morning. Mike Broomfield, Love Loop, morning. Time, or at least our interpretation of it is. Joaquin Moore, hello, happy Friday. Edgar Gonzalez. I mean, life comes closer and closer to whose line is it anyway, where everything is made up and the points don't matter. So I think that's just what's happening here. Moon is here. Twisted Metal, thanks for the 6 months of membership. I appreciate that support. I think there's a little bit of a delay on the lights, so I can make it. We're good. Luke Skywalker, good morning. Polly Marshalitis, good morning. Good for you. Just heard somebody say it. I feel like good for you is never used positively. Also, for some reason, whenever I hear someone say, I love that for you, it just sounds so disingenuous. Maybe it's just me. It probably is. It usually is. But anyway. And yeah, they can give me a bigger shovel to bury myself, unbury myself? Yeah, whatever. Tomoko, good morning. Luke, the rest was fair. Could use better rest, but hopefully tonight. Say his name and he'll appear. Johnny 5 Alive, good morning. Seagulls here were fighting over some pizza a second ago. Don't know if that was visible in the distance on the camera. Nomad is here. Albert Vlog in Albania. Hello. What is that pink trailer up ahead? George H. Loyalist Swagger, thanks for the follow on Twitch. John Casella, good morning. This is going to be an erotic waffle. Oh, right in front of Museum of Sex. All right. I guess whatever it is. I doubt taste is their number one priority, but we'll see. Well, actually, we won't. I'm not going to go. Safe. Good for you is bless your heart. Yeah. Passive aggressive. Grumpy every day. Zither, good morning. Paul agrees with that. No offense, but I'll say something offensive. Yeah, it's whenever you have to preface whatever you're saying with no offense, it means you're trying to say something offensive. Would I buy an RV or a trailer home? In the right situation, I guess. Like, I don't know what the right situation for me would be. If I had to do that for whatever reason, sure. But I don't, like, in terms of getting one to have a cross-country trip, I'm not super excited about that. Just thinking about it. That's just me. Madison Square Park on my left. It's a very brown squirrel. I don't know if it's related to like springtime shedding or something. New hair growth, fur growth, fur. Yeah, AT&T still not contributing very well. I don't know why. I end up using the same hotspot on Fridays at work anyway. So I'm gonna find out if there's really an issue with it when I use it later. Juju Gatame, hello. That's exactly as you heard, Septic Topics. Oh man, I'm still behind. Sebastian, good morning. Bear in the Garden has the bridge stats and the animal. Could be a red squirrel. Around here, I don't know. Lanyard, it's 6:40 a.m. Yeah, that's the Flatiron building we were walking towards. Still covered in netting and scaffolding. Really, William, I don't know what's going on with it. What's that thing? 9 Perfect Strangers? If it doesn't have anything to do with Valky Bartakamus, I'm not interested. That's the only perfect stranger I'm interested in hearing about. And Cousin Larry Appleton. Those two. I don't know who the other 7 strangers are, but they're not perfect. I haven't decided about Monday yet. I don't know. We'll see. A very odd bridge animal today? I don't know. I mean, you've had like snails and things. All right, let's go. I want that Nutella-filled Zeppeli right now. Wow, they have a whole recipe on these things now? With the video, too? Amazing. Yeah, there were a lot of Chicago-based sitcoms from the 90s. Perfect Stranger, I think Perfect Strangers is the Family Matters, I think, was technically the spin-off, a spin-off from Perfect Strangers, because I believe Harriet was an elevator operator at the newspaper.
No judging out of you.
Where Larry Appleton and I guess Belky eventually worked. We're using the DJI Pocket 3 to TTV Chromium on Twitch. Brianna, good morning. The Dance of Joy. Somebody posted a really odd comment about the whole situation. Technically the bike has the lights, so I'm going to give it to him. The building next to Equinox has always been very nice. I don't know what they have in there now. It looks like it was a clothing store for a while. It looks like that went away. Now it says it's for lease again, but I don't know if those are otherwise like loft apartments or something else, but it's a very nice looking building. Facade-wise, anyway. Could be offices, actually. I don't know the exact address of it. It says 901 Broadway, I guess. At least that's the address of the storefront. Okay. Sounds like Ron gets the whole week off. Alright, the bike lane next to us. Richard Furlan in Canada, hello. Oh, I see, but the pedestrian walkway's flooded. Toyota. Sheila, good morning. Hopefully it happens. Oh, you retired at 55, Ron? Nice. CC Filson, like outdoors type stuff. Seems quiet this morning. I mean, this area gets very little activity until later. That's still pretty early. The green market should be in the process of being set up, though, at Union Square. Chill guy, hello. Another 3-day weekend for the UK, too? All you guys get is 3-day weekends. Horowaj in Finland. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but good morning and welcome on Twitch. Only problem with this early walking through the green market is a lot of vans and trucks still driving up the stuff. Still have to dodge some things. Maybe we'll just go through the park. Lori Brown is here, who also sent a pre-stream $50 PayPal donation. So we thank Lori Brown for the long-standing, generous support. Ada, good morning. Let's see. Which one am I gonna walk down? I guess the next one. I'll make a right. James Davison, hello. That's right, pre-stream. Korowaj over on Twitch asks, how safe is New York really in this side of the pond? They're from Finland. They hear terrible stories. Well, the problem with the media is the terrible stories are what drag or attract attention and views. Hence why certain channels like Flash Gordon have exploded and now have become echo chambers for the haters of New York for whatever reason. They rotate the art here every once in a while. Yes, right now it's just 2 chairs. I'm assuming there's signs that say don't try to climb this and sit on it. I don't know how sturdy they are, but you can get pretty hurt. Anyway, if you want to see what things are actually like, watch the live channels, because you'll have people walking around living their lives, which is what we're trying to do. Okay. That's right, we have unlimited September Vogue copies here to deal with the whippersnappers. All right, 4th Avenue. We'll walk this until it gets us closer to Bowery, and then we'll walk that, and then we'll get to the bridge. Strawberry Fields testing quinoa for points. Yeah, F&F, good morning. Couldn't tell you Ron Gerstein, but I could tell you about Family Matters being a spin-off from Perfect Strangers. That's right. Bobby A, good morning. VH1 behind the music. Yeah, let's get it done. Someone needs to do a full story. That's right, Frontier. As you can see, thanks to the official follow, Korowaj. Whew. Yeah, I think they already turned off the hot water to our air conditioners, because that's how it works in this building. A lot of the P-tax you have in these older buildings, the air conditioner works as an air conditioner, but in the winter they have a hot water pipe that runs through it. And it uses the hot water entry as a way to heat. So it just uses the fan to blow off the hot water or whatever. But I think they turned off the intake already, and they didn't turn it back on. So it actually got a little chilly in the apartment. I didn't mind so much. My computer keeps the office area pretty warm anyway. That's right, Family Matters, Steve Urkel. I think Steve Urkel was only intended to be like a minor gag character, but ended up becoming like the whole show. Kind of. Poober, hello. Like to get dropped off somewhere, but we wouldn't be walking then, right? I'm not sure I understood the message, Christian Hansen. Uncle Phil, yeah. I liked Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Uncle Phil became the father figure for many. The TV dad. I think it was good to have like a positive male role model in those kinds of shows that I ended up watching, since I grew up without a father, essentially. But the 90s was good for that. All those shows had a pretty good father figure in them all. Yeah, it was nice. Does my backpack have a sink spare? Not yet, but it's on the list, maybe. Oh, Frank the Tank is here? Hello. I mean, I got my Unraid server and my main computer. The Unraid server is always running. The main computer, I'm trying to be more mindful and put it to sleep more often. No matter what settings I change, though, it doesn't seem to ever go to sleep automatically. So I have to set it manually to sleep. Which I guess is fine, but I wish it would just go to sleep due to inactivity on its own, but whatever. Could be worse. Hibernate is, in theory, a nice feature, but I think Hibernate causes a lot of problems, which is why it's not like a main option unless you... I think you have to enable like some registry, or make some registry changes for it to even become an option anymore. Oh, it's a passenger drone service, got it. I don't think they have that here. Yet. Am I married with children? Yes. Wonderful role model. That was a show I watched as a kid, and I rewatched it as an adult to actually understand it. It's okay. So whatever we see on TV, you know. Allie's here. Good morning. Yes, you should come back, Horwaj. Come back. See it for yourself. I'm Farting Roach. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. Hey, why am I so behind? Hold on a second. I don't know, Ron should keep it out of his mess. All right. How much storage in the Unraid? 240 terabytes, maybe? I gotta swap out a drive. I'm starting to accumulate reallocated sectors, but I have one ready to go, as long as the new drive works, actually. Julie Horton, good morning. XO Chris, thanks for the follow. Yeah, somebody wrote a whole essay about that, Allie. I don't know. D. Wright, good morning. Bagels along, Sean, good morning. AT&T's hotspot's still not contributing very much. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did, Bagels. I don't know what you did, Bagel Boy. Sandy Graham, Steve Smith. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, people are still getting the experience points. Uptime only works on Twitch, I think, Moon. Amy, thanks for the follow on Twitch. You didn't do anything like acutely, but the AT&T hotspot is still not contributing very much. And I haven't dug into why yet. Because I made no changes to it, so I'm trying to figure out why it all of a sudden isn't contributing. I guess I'll find out at work today because I use that hotspot more on Fridays. Rainy, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Michael Franco, good morning. AT&T is quiet quitting. Uh-oh. Don't think we'll make it to the bridge by 7. I got 3 minutes left. Usually that's my benchmark for a speedy Friday commute, but I was also like 15 minutes late this morning. Edwin Horton, good morning. We got 2 Hortons now. All we need is a who. Well, this is new. I think I could actually see super stickers now on his third-party chat app. Because Christian Hansen did a $2 super sticker with mood. I feel it. Thank you, Christian, for your support. Yeah, you got it, Allie. My stupid little joke. Anyway, one of the reasons I was late this morning is I keep messing with the settings on I swapped out my Wi-Fi access points. Because essentially what I'm using now is just a router as an access point. I was using an Asus XT12 ×2. Originally I got it because it had wireless mesh and it had a dedicated wireless backhaul. If your access points don't have that, you cut the bandwidth in half because it uses the same, one of the same channels as as both the mesh and for service. But now that I have my APs wired in, I don't need any meshing at all. And I don't need a whole router to be doing it. So I swapped out to new Ubiquiti access points, the E7s. But I was still messing around with the settings, so I feel like I'm not getting the speeds I should be getting on a Wi-Fi 7 access point. So I was doing a lot of settings adjustments. Also, I was doing an under-sink installation of a water filter, specifically for the cold water side. And I kept seeing little droplets appear on the bottom of the cabinet. But I'm worried that I'm over-tightening the knob now. So every time I see a droplet, I just give it another small turn of a tightness, just so I don't overdo it. And hopefully one of these will either work and keep it sealed, or will break the pipe and cause a disaster. So we'll see. That's the game we're playing. All right, sorry, that's when I start talking about tech and stuff. What's that septic? My goodness. Dasha, good morning. Rich Montana's back, good morning. Adjusting access points is a reason for being late? Yes. Yeah, that's my worry too, Ron. That was a crazy game on I didn't really watch it, but I know a lot of people who did. And, well, this guy, technically they have the light, but they're moving pretty fast. And there's no other, if there was another car coming, they'd have the, yeah, now we can go. Yeah, I saw a lot of people watched the game, and I mean, it had a lot of highlights. And the buzzer beater and all that. And just the way that the buzzer beater shot went in was pretty wild too. Anyway. Oh, Tom did a video. Time Script. Is he back to doing live streams? Didn't he take a really big pause at some point? Did we ever find out why? Because I think he still posted recorded videos. Unless it was a strategic thing to see what YouTube would do with the channel. Which I feel like we need to figure out something also. How's Kuma doing? The Pogbe. Marion C, good morning. Admiral Stephen Loki, good morning. It was a recent birthday there, right? Anything exciting? That's right, Ron. Thank you for the clarification for the new folks. Rebel Rel, good morning. Jim Barrows, good morning. Yes, Verena, we moved. When was our official moving day? May 6th, I guess, or May 7th, I don't know. Whatever the Tuesday was. The first Tuesday in May. But yes, it is done. Still a few boxes left. Still things to adjust, Wi-Fi access points, and other stuff. Outside of Dunkirk, All right, let's keep evaluating the situation here. See if we can get a crossing going early. Seems unlikely, a lot of cars. Goo Goo Gaga, I want milk. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. You're gonna have some red light runners too. That's the new Tesla Model Y, I think, with the different headlight. Yep. Yes, the doorknobs are already found, Ron, and changed. I swapped all the doorknobs that I could swap, and then the rest, I guess, are just extra. Because we have a lot less doors now inside the apartment. I want to cross here before the cars start coming, because sometimes there's like a much more surprising amount of cars that show up if I don't cross there. All right. A different interpretation of access points, but yes. And the way I had Verizon wire the apartment, there is no central location. There's one in the front closet and then a second access point all the way in the back. So hopefully in the middle they just get covered by two access points. But Ubiquiti should be pretty decent at handovers between the two. And I think they respect minimum signal strength to switch over much better than the Asus did. That thing never listened. That thing kept having Wi-Fi near the elevator with like one bar. So no internet actually worked, but it would not switch over. It just kept it going. No matter what changes they made to signal strength. Oh yeah, careful with that bleach. Glass squabble broken. The bus waited for the guy. Nice. Mojave, good morning. We'll find out, Joy. Jumped the gun a little bit. We're still 2 bridges away from that. Oh yeah, running for the bus and then expressing disappointment. Luke Skywalker using the Force to its maximum potential today with a $30 super chat. Please accept these credits from the Rebel Alliance and may the Memorial Day weekend be with you. Thank you, Luke Skywalker, for your generosity and support on all the platforms, including Rumble. As we get beeped. Well, not us, but our words get muffled by the beeps. Okay. Luke's fighting the dark side, that's right. Maybe I am the dark side. Maybe he's trying to convert me. Bring me to the light side of the Force. He senses the good. Currently, I am drenched in evil. Or something. Ron's a CEO today. Yeah, YouTube is using us as a testing ground for new features that nobody asked for. How much will this car stop? Let's see. Yeah, it was a rolling stop. Not much of a stop at all. All right, let's get moving. We're on day 12 of work. Let's see how much energy I got left. $50-second timed commute over the Manhattan Bridge. That's a full year of timed commutes. We thank Bear in the Garden for that. Record keeping. Less so kings and queens and more so dentists. Ujamin, good morning. I mean, there is no sleeping in for me. Every day I wake up between 5 and 6. 6 a.m. will be sleeping in for me. So if I can make it to 6, that's a victory. Frank's heading out. Have a good one. What I like more, actually, is just the consistency. The body responds best to consistency. So if you have the same sleep time every day and wake time every day, that's better than sleeping in on the weekends just because. Not everyone has the opportunity, of course, but still. Deborah, good morning. I'm the only one with the ranking system. Yeah, YouTube always rolls out things in stages and tests things randomly, especially when nobody asks for it. the same cyclists we see? Or is it a different one? No, it's a different one, I think. A lot of times the same, like even though the cyclists have a lane on the other side, they end up on this side. That guy was going pretty fast too. It looked like he was going slow in the distance, but no. A hairy frog could hop across the bridge in 16 minutes. What? I used to know a little something about amphibians, but I don't know if I know what a hairy frog looks like. Todd, good morning. Still not sure about Monday. We'll see. Somehow Justin always climbs to the top. You know, hairy frog, uh-oh. Pump up the jam, pump it up. All right, come on, keep moving. And 9 p.m., is that sleeping in or waking up early? I don't know. It's relative. As long as you're consistent, I guess. Although humans are primarily diurnal creatures. Yeah, we're adaptable, but there are certain things that point us to, nature-wise, to be awake during the daytime hours. The poor nighttime vision is one. The vitamin D requirement from the sunlight, that's a big one. We see this jogger every Friday on the bridge. I think he just runs back and forth because sometimes we see him coming back too. Morning. I keep saying hello to him until one day he'll recognize us. Pee Pee Poo Poo is here. When threatened, a hairy frog can break its toe bones and force them through the skin to create claw-like weapons? What is this? Teenage Mutant Ninja Frogs? Chose, good morning. Yvette, good morning. Thanks for that follow on Twitch. Sorry, I'm not able to read your name. Sleepy Kate. Welcome on Twitch. Sorry if you have difficulties walking, but hopefully you can enjoy our little virtual walking show. Are hairy frog legs tasty? I've had frog legs before. They're not bad, actually. Tom, good morning. Debbie, good morning. What's the oddest frog defense mechanism? There are a lot of odd defense mechanisms in nature, for sure. The Suriname toad. I was just thinking about that one. Don't look up the Suriname toad if you have like trichophobia, whatever it's called, when you have the fear of like collections of holes. That's yeah, that's a bad one. Male hairy frogs grow hair-like strands on their sides and thighs during breeding season. They aren't real hairs, but filaments of skin. Ugh. Thought to help them absorb more oxygen while guarding eggs. Interesting. shoes are making a lot of noise on this wet bridge today. I don't know if I'm just dragging my feet more. Holes. Interesting. While they lay eggs in water, hairy frogs spend much of their adult lives on land. Interesting. I think many amphibians do that. End up laying eggs in water, even if they are primarily terrestrial. Not all of them, though. I think many do. And many do the opposite, where they spend most of their lives in water, then lay their eggs on land, like the sea turtles. Well, those are reptiles technically, but you know what I mean. Steve B, good morning. Oh, is Cat Yellow here? Train again. And another train. I don't know which one that is. And there's one on the far end too, and that's a D train. My goodness. Yeah, last Friday was also pretty gloomy and wet, if I remember correctly. It's a pretty long bridge. It's like, what, 1.2 miles or something? That's right, there are 4 tracks, 2 in each direction. But it's not like 2 in each direction and both of them are one side, you know? It's like 2 one-ways on each side of the bridge in opposite directions, if that makes any sense. I don't know what I'm saying. Another train is coming. A Q train this time. Wow. Steps per day, yeah, it's probably gets. I usually creep into the 20,000s by the day's end. Tuesdays and Thursdays, much less normally. That's why we don't really commute those days. Pamela Smith, good morning. I'm running out of steam here. I need more coffee or something. Need Red Bull. Red Bull. Give me wings or something. Or a heart attack. I don't know. Susie Q with 52 months of membership. What a long, strange trip it's been. Thank you, Susie, for 52 months of support. That's wild. Another train on the far end. Maybe strawberry fields? I don't know. I'm not very good with Russian curse words. Now we're on the downhill portion. Can I use that to build some more momentum? I don't know. I see another bike rider who's all over the road. I hear another train. Is it me or are there more trains this time? Another one. Gigi's here. Good morning. All right. So many trains today. Can we get a bit of a break before we finish with this bridge? Well, even if we finish with this bridge, we're not done with this bridge yet. We still have a chance to walk under it and hear more train sounds back in the Manhattan side. So, let's see. It was like this last week. So, I mean, it is one of the worst bridges for noise. Valori Station, yes. Very long. Brooklyn Bridge is a bit shorter. And a lot less noisy. It may or may not believe in Joe Hendry. Another train is coming on the far end. This side. Oh my goodness. There's another one, got a dedicated bike lane, but they didn't want to use it. And that's like a speed bike too, right? Isn't that one of those Lance Armstrongs? Them I definitely want to call out. Well, there are summer schools. I don't know. I feel like crossing guards still work for summer schools, don't they? Maybe not, actually. I don't know. Elementary school doesn't have summer schools, right? Maybe they don't do it since... I don't know. Just speculating. The Lances are the worst, yes. I mean, are they doing it for exercise or just to be self-important? Because, you know, if they're doing it for exercise, then, you know, he should take the extra time and go to the bike lane. That's good for him. Also, every time I think of good for you, I keep hearing of the Christian Bale meltdown. Oh, good for you! Oh yeah, I mean, I think people still do just for the cause, but yeah. Maybe different ones these days, I don't know. All right, I'm not running down the stairs today. And I don't think I made any speed records. It just don't get your hopes up, you know? Probably dry enough, but my shoes are also a little wet. So I don't really want to tempt fate. I feel like I never see cars turn off there. Interesting. RJ, hello. Oh, some big wood planks. Wait, there's an Ippudo ramen here? Oh, it's Ippudo V. It says plant-based. Maybe it's a vegan ramen place? I wonder if it's related to the other Ippudo place in Manhattan. I don't know. It's a big pile of doop. Let's see if I can cross here. I did it. Okay. What have I missed? Potentially a lot. Today's was faster than last week, but not by much. Those are still my shoes. Ron predicted this time? My goodness. A fortune teller. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I need to change my backpack. This one is rubbing against the skin on my lower back too much. Don't worry, Justin, we'll correct them as the time arises, if the time arises. Okay, to the bridge. All right. I lost my iPhone hotspot. Great. Don't know why, but we did. That's actually forcing AT&T to pick up more slack, but not much. Panda guys, good morning. I was also pretty late today. I don't know, they're kind of walking right in the middle. More people on the bridge today than last week. Colorado snowing right now? Oh my goodness. Jim Restaino, good morning. Tomorrow is the Brooklyn Bridge's 142nd birthday. Oh wow. Happy birthday to the Brooklyn Bridge. Da Bridge. Top of the Freedom Tower, One World Trade Center up in the clouds. Yeah. I don't feel the speed today. We may get some service hitches too, depending. Focus. Oh man. I feel like we see this guy jogging week to week also. Oh, I moved the camera. I tried to raise the angle. Now it was a manual adjusting of the camera angle. Participation crown? Yes. Oh man. When I end up showering later, my lower back is gonna sting. The backpack is really rubbing against it. I don't know, it usually doesn't do it this badly. I don't know why today. This backpack must be losing a lot of its padding on the back too. It's probably just wasting away. So maybe it really is time for a new backpack. I think I might go for a Tom Bin Cynic 30. Or an Able Carry. I'm not yet decided 100%, but leaning towards Tom Bin. Fantastic, good morning. Almost at our photo op. Alright, we'll do south first and then regain some of our speed maybe during the break. Okay. You can see Jersey, Statue of Liberty, the orange ferry, Governor's Island right in front, Staten Island behind it. There is a cruise ship in Brooklyn. There's Saddle Bridge back there behind Red Hook. Looking south, you got the Manhattan Bridge. Dumbo we just walked through. Cheese Grater Building, One Manhattan Square. Midtown's in the clouds, so is Hudson Yards. Let's go. You know, considering I was just doing a bunch of under-the-sink work at the new apartment, I really shouldn't have thrown out that basin wrench. I had a basin wrench for like 10 years now, and I never used it. I don't think I really needed it this time, but it might have made some connections a little bit easier to manipulate if I did have it. Oh well. One second behind schedule. That's tough. This is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow. Michael Bolton, I'm gonna need you to focus up. Or something. Under the sink work line of athletic support gear. Coming soon. Under the sink. Under the sink. Wrenches and basins. Connections and water. Under the sink. What can I do to decrease my time? Walk quicker. Get chased by somebody. Get a time setter, pacer, time, whatever. Yeah. Gotta get that phlegm out. Come on now. I just hope my lower back doesn't get like bloody and bleed into my shirt. And then I gotta walk around. Hopefully it's just a little bit of a skin burn, like a rug burn kind of a situation. Is that from an off-Broadway musical? Very far off Broadway, yes. My bones can break with the hairy frog. Oh boy. Lincoln's building looks like an evil castle today. Phlegm is 3 out of 5 stars today. It's the same as last week. No phlegm progress. I took my Claritin today just to be safe. Because I felt a little atopic this morning. That's ATOPIC. The phlegm test, 23andMe. Theory of humors, which is just like liquids, right? You still got humors in your eye, vitreous, aqueous, whatever. GPT doesn't have real-time data. At least not this one. Let's not forget. Ambrose, well, hopefully you made the right call. And hello. When I look up Antarctica, uh-oh. All right, we're done. I'm gonna slow down for the sake of my back skin. Yeah, I don't think they would know each other's schedules like that, and even if they did, it's kind of a weird thing to ask from my perspective. But I don't know. We'll just see what happens. Hopefully she's there. Because we don't know, you know, anything. Whew. How do we do? How do we do? Zitro, hello. Knickers Twist, thanks for the follow. Even if she's not there, we can still channel her energy and positivity. "14 minutes, 37 seconds. Not too bad. Bear in the Garden, out of curiosity, when you do the midpoint check, and then say how far behind I am, is that just based on the length of the bridge and the fastest crossing? Or is it segment based? The reason I ask is because that one time that we set the record, we had that pace setter on the second half of the bridge, so the second half of the crossing was just very fast. Whereas the rest of it was probably more normal, if that makes any sense. Zitro, thanks for the official follow. Did whatever that was just run the red line? Quacky Snacks with a €6 super chat. Cough syrup contribution. I'm just flumming, but appreciate the consideration in the €6 super chat. Quacky Snacks, thank you for that. 7:49. Yeah, I'm definitely behind today. Well, I was also like 10, 15 minutes late this morning. That was my fault. It's the time I averaged at the midpoint. The record was set with 8 seconds behind schedule. Aha. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I just needed to speed up. Oh well. I guess I was doing pretty good for the whole first portion of the bridge today. Looks like we missed that light. Okie doke. We'll wait because I don't know which one is gonna start changing. Not sure why he was beeping him. He technically had a red light there. Do I ever go outside without my backpack? I like my suitcase. Yes, I do. If I'm not streaming or working, then yeah, I just come out without my backpack. Oh, we got some gifted memberships? Oh my goodness, I missed all that. Stochastic, good morning. A bear in the garden. Not just record keeping, but also gifting of the memberships. With 5 gifted memberships. And a welcome to Shadownose, Poober, Brian Bell. WMMJ805. Did I miss someone? I don't think so. But thank you again, Bear in the Garden. Welcome to the new members. Join us in wondering what it all means. Ambrose didn't get one. Call the police. No emoji access, that's right. You get some emojis, that's true. We absolutely do, Allie. Absolutely.
What is it with everybody being friendly?
Oh. Wait, is there another 5? Oh man, I look away for a second. Another 5 gifted memberships of Bear in the Garden. Another one. Welcome to Martin Kelly, Ian Gasson, the Ornu, David Toast, Tizzy Dawn. Thank you again, Bear in the Garden, for your super duper support. Naboul is here, everyone. From the south of or southern France, depending on how you sign up to that. Because remember, when you're in Soho, you're not in the southern part of Houston Street. You are south of it. You are more south than Houston Street. Anyway, whatever that means. It's not the best example, but you know what I'm saying. But check out his streams. Do it. No, Ali, I think he said, what is it with everyone being offended by everything these days? Something like that is what that guy sitting on the stoop was saying. It must have been harder to filter into the stream. The can and the tiny microphones. Jim Walker, good morning. Fish, good morning. Lobsters, good morning. $9.99 a pound. Look very fresh. Yeah, you would be south of it. You would be below it. You wouldn't be in it. Exactly right, Clint.
Thank you. Probably feel back to you.
Under the Manhattan Bridge. A lot of beeps, a lot of boops. There is a crossing guard, but I don't think it's Gladys. You saw a fish wink at me? My goodness. What a world. You stuck your thumb up there? Oh my goodness. I'll take it. Oh, you can see, I think that's one Vanderbilt in the clouds in a distance. Ray the boss, thanks for the posture check. Always need that. And good morning. Oh, Jim Walker gifted a membership to Frank the Tank. Thanks, Jim Walker. Welcome, Frank the Tank. He's supposed to be off to work. But welcome. Ah, report of the week quote, yes. I like that guy. Han is 74, thanks for the follow. Kevin Park is here with the farts again. Good morning. Ambrose has been crossed. Yeah, we'll have to channel our own Gladys energy. Lonnie, good morning. Hope work lightens up soon. Oh, you just arrived at work and you received to get nice, Frank. That's how it works. Good things come to those who wait and go to work, or something. Bear in the Garden, not done yet. Another one. Thank you, Bear in the Garden. Welcome, T-Cash.
Nasty God. Hell with heroin addicts. They'll look after these with sugar and they won't look after your good.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, don't go.
She does the commentary for the corner. We'll wait. They got the Turners. We We get clear directions sometimes, but I think it sometimes gets confusing when like everyone is honey. You know, I appreciate it. It should be warming up today compared to the last couple of days. Last couple of days we barely were able to get out of like the lower 50s. I think we get into the 60s today. Ooh. Oh my! I wonder if what time is it? It's already 8. Wow. They're dispersing as we speak. Looks like my tables are occupied. Ow, I hit my hand on the fan, it's holding my phone. Ow. That's right, Ambrose. Yeah, right, Ron? That'd be funny. Get out of my eyes. That's what hooked you, Todd. You never know what you're going to see or hear. You never know. That's right. My Daisy Dukes are coming out soon. Enforcer, good morning. Yeah, look at how much taller the pollinator place is. I think I said it was going to be twice the height last week, so it's not so much that, but it's going to keep going. I think after all this rain too. And I think ever since that tree fell down too, there's like a lot more sunlight that reaches it, so maybe it'll get even more bushy and tall. I should reserve my table, I should. Plus, it's also a little wet out, so I probably wouldn't sit anyways, just, yeah, you know. What's the weather like this weekend? Saturday it looks like more rain, or at least a 20% chance, but cloudy and still a bit chilly. Mid-60s, upper 60s Sunday, and then we get into the 70s next week. But it looks like there could be some more rain next Wednesday again. Just a lot of this gloom and chilly weather. What happened to April showers and May flowers, or whatever it is? Cold cuts weather. I had ramen yesterday. It was nice. It was a nice lunch. Mighty Bull with a $5 super chat. Thank you for that support, Mighty Bull. All right, let's check. Ooh, I'm tired. I don't think I slept enough last night. Let's see. How do we do this? Creator dashboard, stream manager. Oh, they changed it. Everything is still different. All right, Kuma Monster's still on the beach. Let's send people to the beach with Kuma Monster. Wonderful. Oh, is it it's Mojave's birthday this weekend? Happy birthday. Early birthday. Thanks, Ambrose. Crocken, thanks for the follow. Oh, interesting. So today... Oh, no, it's back. Good. My OBS did not disconnect again. I wonder if it was a network thing in my home. Norel, hello and goodbye. Oh me, oh my. Thank you. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining today. Hopefully you had a good time crossing 2 bridges. We started off on 5th Avenue, close to the Empire State Building, and then ended up here in Chinatown, Seward Park. Always appreciate your support. Super Chats, Super Stickers, PayPal, Patreon, memberships, thank you. Subscribers, thank you. Non-subscribers, thank you too. If you're not subscribed and listening to me blabber on, do think about it. It helps us out, but no pressure. Twitch friends, thanks for the follows and the subscriptions. A subscription on Twitch is more like a YouTube membership, so it's a premium level of support. And if you have Amazon Prime, you could use one of those Twitch Prime subs to get rid of ads for a month and then re-up it every month if you so choose. But it's an option. Back to YouTube. Thanks for the thumbs. And thanks to the mods everywhere. I'm not sure about weekend walks. Probably not. We want to see if we can get everything finalized with all the boxes and stuff. But if there's an opportunity, maybe. If not, we'll see. And I don't know about Monday yet either. I may take Monday off and then we'll do like a Monday on a Wednesday stream. But we'll see. It depends on how things go. So not sure yet. Let's see. If you don't see me Monday, you'll know why. Anyway, have a good long weekend if I don't see you. Happy Memorial Day. And we'll see you when we see you. Until next time, Game Genie, thanks for the follow. I loved Game Genie on the Super Nintendo. It was my first, actually my first experience with Game Genie was on a Nintendo, and then I really wanted it on the Super Nintendo. Well, it was at a friend's house on a Nintendo, and then I never had a Nintendo. I had an Atari and then a Super Nintendo. All right, sorry, I'm off again. Anyway, see you all soon. Bye.